Hello everyone, this is Marissa Redenbaugh, your Juvenile Services Librarian, and I'm here today to read you books about this week's theme, which is Valentine's Day. The first book we're going to be reading is called Here Comes Valentine Cat. Hey Cat, any Valentine's Day plans? This is a no Valentine zone? Why don't you like Valentine's Day, Cat? Valentine's Day doesn't have to be all mushy. Why don't you make a Valentine for a friend? Your stuffed squid? Yes, I'm sure Squiddy would like a Valentine. But maybe someone who isn't a stuffed animal? Can you think of anyone to make a Valentine for? Nobody at all? Aw, Cat. My goodness, who's that? Oh, your new neighbor. Have you met him yet? I know he's a dog. Maybe he's a nice dog. Hey, why don't you make Dog a Valentine to welcome him to the neighborhood? Cat, look out! Did Dog throw that? He's thrown lots of bones over the fence. I wonder why. You think he's mean? But you've never met him. Aren't you jumping to conclusions? Yikes! Cat, what are you up to? You are going to give Dog a Valentine? Oh dear. What does it say? Roses are red, violets are blue. Who's the worst neighbor? I think it's you. Cat! That's not exactly what I had in mind. Violets are blue, roses are red. Stop throwing garbage onto my head. Absolutely not. Wow, he is kind of loud, isn't he? Cat? Hey, over here. Cat! What do you have there? You're building a rocket? Why? You can't send Dog to the moon. Cat, do you hear me? Oh, good grief. There he goes, building his rocket. Hey, something landed on top of your rocket. It's a Valentine. What does it say? It has the word cat on the front. Dear Cat, Happy Valentine's Day. I hope we can be friends. Dog. P.S. Did you like the ball? It was my favorite. Oh my Cat. It looks like the ball was yep. And I'll bet those bones were, yeah. Gee, Cat, do you think Dog was howling because he's lonely? Aw, Cat, it's not too late to be his friend. You have an idea? Another Valentine? What does it say? Roses are red, violets are blue, dogs are annoying. What? Except for you. Cat, you are full of surprises. Happy Valentine's Day. The end. What a sweet one. And speaking of sweet books, this is absolutely one of my very favorite Valentine's Day books. It's called Snowy Valentine by David Peterson. On a snowy Valentine's Day, Jasper Bunny still could not think of a gift good enough for Lily. Jasper loved his wife very much, so he couldn't give her just any old gift. Perhaps seeing what my neighbors are doing for Valentine's Day will give me an idea for the perfect present, he thought. He stopped at the porcupine's house. "We are each knitting a scarf for Mother," said the 7 porcupine children. A handmade scarf did seem like a good gift for Lily, but Jasper couldn't get the hang of knitting. On his way, Jasper saw a glow coming from the frogs' window. "I bet Miriam will have a good suggestion," said Jasper. "She always has such wonderful taste." Inside, Miriam showed Jasper a box full of chocolate-covered flies. "Landon will be so excited when he wakes up," she whispered. "I'm sure he will," Jasper agreed pleasantly. He thought, "This is a treat for a frog, but it's definitely not something my Lily would enjoy." Still no gift in sight or mind, Jasper plodded past Everett's wagon. "Step right up," gushed the salesman. "I've got beautiful blooms and fantastic flowers." But all of the raccoon's flowers had wilted from the cold. None of them matched the beauty Jasper had in mind for Lily. Jasper was worried. It was getting late, and he still had nothing for Lily. "Jasper," called Tegan, "what are you doing out on this cold, snowy Valentine's Day?" "I'm searching for a gift for Lily," Jasper replied, "but I don't know what to do." "Come in and we'll brainstorm by the fire," Tegan said warmly. "I do understand," Tegan said. "I myself have been hunting all day for a Valentine's gift to impress my vixen, Faith. And I think rabbit stew is just the ticket." Before Jasper knew it, he was in the soup. Terrified, Jasper waited for his chance. When Tegan walked away to pull out Faith's chair, Jasper sprang out of the pot and escaped, quick as a bunny. Jasper was wet and cold and ready to give up when Spaulding called down. "This necklace of winter berries will make a wonderful Valentine's gift for my mate, don't you think, Jasper?" "Yes, it is a splendid gift," said Jasper sadly. "But I have nothing for Lily. I have been around the entire valley, and I can't give her a handmade scarf, or wilted flowers, or chocolate flies, or any gift at all if I become rabbit stew." The cardinal looked thoughtful. No gift, you say? From where I sit, I see you have given Lily a wonderful gift already." Back at the burrow, Lily stepped outside to wait for Jasper. She saw the heart that he had made for her. And she loved it. Jasper's journey showed the greatest gift he could give, his love for her. What a sweet story. I do love that one. The next book we're going to be reading is a little bit sillier. It is called There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Rose by Lucille Colandro, illustrated by Jared Lee. There was an old lady who swallowed a rose. I don't know why she swallowed the rose, but that's how it goes. There was an old lady who swallowed some lace. She didn't race to swallow that lace. She swallowed the lace to tie the rose. I don't know why she swallowed the rose, but that's how it goes. There was an old lady who swallowed some glitter. She wasn't a quitter to swallow the glitter. She swallowed the glitter to trim the lace. She swallowed the lace to tie to the rose. I don't know why she swallowed the rose, but that's how it goes. There was an old lady who swallowed some candy. It was fine and dandy to swallow the candy. She swallowed the candy to garnish the glitter. She swallowed the glitter to trim the lace. She swallowed the lace to tie to the rose. I don't know why she swallowed the rose, but that's how it goes. There was an old lady who swallowed a jewel. She wasn't a fool to swallow that jewel. She swallowed the jewel to brighten the candy. She swallowed the candy to garnish the glitter. She swallowed the glitter to trim the lace. She swallowed the lace to tie to the rose. I don't know why she swallowed that rose, but that's how it goes. There was an old lady who swallowed some hearts. She showed her smarts by swallowing those hearts. She swallowed the hearts to surround the jewel. She swallowed the jewel to brighten the candy. She swallowed the candy to garnish the glitter. She swallowed the glitter to trim the lace. She swallowed the lace to tie to the rose. I don't know why she swallowed the rose, but that's how it goes. There was an old lady who swallowed a card. It wasn't hard to swallow the card. It brought the old lady so much happiness that she smiled and laughed and blew a big kiss. Happy Valentine's Day. That one was sillier, wasn't it? All right, the next one we have is Duck and Hippo, The Secret Valentine by Jonathan London, illustrated by Andrew Joyner. It was Valentine's Day. The birds were singing, tweedledee. But Duck thought, wait, I don't have a Valentine. Then, tweedledee, I have an idea. Later that day, while Hippo was busy dusting, knock, knock, knock. Who could it be? Wondered Hippo. I know, it must be Duck. At least, I hope it's Duck. But when Hippo opened the door, no one was there. Then he saw a card and picked it up. There was a red rose on it above a big heart. Hippo opened the card and read, Happy Valentine's Day. Come to the park today at 4 p.m. and bring something for your Valentine. But there was no name on the card. Hippo looked all around, hoping to catch a glimpse of his Valentine. Duck! Duck! He called. Are you there? But all he saw was a white feather floating down, landing softly on the ground. Meanwhile, Turtle was snoozing beside the pond, dreaming about his Valentine. Suddenly he heard a tiny splash. Sploop! He woke up and almost rolled into the water. Yipes! And there on a lily pad was a card with a big red heart on it. The heart reminded him just a little bit of a pizza with a slice out of it. But there was no name on the card. Turtle looked all around, hoping to catch a glimpse of his Valentine. Pig! Are you there? But all he saw were some birds. Tweedledee! Later, Pig was all alone, tossing pizza dough at Pig's Pizza, when she heard the bell above the door. Ring-a-ding-ding! She looked, and the flying pizza landed on her head. Splat! Then she saw a card with a big red heart on it under the door. But there was no name on the card. Pig blushed and raced outside, hoping to catch a glimpse of her Valentine. "Turtle, are you there?" Hush, 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 hush. But all she saw was the street sweeper. Meanwhile, Elephant was checking his mailbox, hoping to find a Valentine's Day card. And he did! "Huh!" boomed Elephant. But there was no name on the card. He spun on one leg, trying to catch a glimpse of his Valentine. "Duck! Pig! Are you there?" He got so dizzy that he fell on his trunk. Smack! He sat up and rubbed it. Then he held the card against his heart and beamed. Back at Hippo's house, the clock was ticking. Tick-tock, tick-tock. It was only 1 o'clock. Hippo brushed his teeth. Brusha, brusha, brusha. He put on his favorite bow tie and looked in the mirror. Pop! Then he smiled so wide that his tie popped off. At 2 o'clock, Turtle went outside and looked at himself in the pond. A fish looked back. It seemed to be blowing kisses at him. Smooch, smooch, smooch. Then slowly, slowly, Turtle started walking, holding a basket filled with donuts. At 3, Pig was washing off pizza dough when she realized it was time to go. Scrub-a-dubba-dubba. She put on her favorite blue dress and sang, "I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love." Then she put her favorite pizza in a box and taped a Valentine's Day card to the lid. At 3:30, Elephant wrapped his sore trunk around a batch of flowers and anxiously marched toward the park. At 15 minutes to 4, Hippo rushed to the park with a box of chocolates and flowers, hoping that Duck would be there. And at 4 o'clock, everybody showed up at the park at the exact same time. But where, oh where, was Duck? Suddenly, Duck leaped out of a bush, danced all around, and said, "Ta-da! I'm the secret Valentine." Then she gave Hippo a rose, winked, and said, "The best Valentines are friends." "Hooray!" everyone cheered. And they all passed around cards and chocolates and flowers and donuts and Pig's favorite pizza and yelled, "The best Valentines are friends. Happy Valentine's Day." All right, we have one more today. This last one is called Mirabelle's Missing Valentines, written by Janet Lawler and illustrated by Olivia Chen Mueller. Mirabelle was very shy. She's always been that way. She trembled at the thought of giving Valentines away. Despite her nerves, the night before she crafted works of art. She signed the cards, "From Mirabelle." On each, she drew a heart. When morning came, she got up late. She didn't want to go. She dawdled over breakfast. Her whole routine was slow. She forced herself to leave for school and hurry down the road, not noticing as time went on she had a lighter load. A lonely lady looked inside her empty mailbox twice. But after Mirabelle went by, she smiled and thought, "How nice." Construction workers sweating as they dug around a pole laughed to find a sweet surprise half buried in a hole. A busy papa waiting for the light to change to walk danced around in circles when he heard his baby talk. A jogger on her morning run got stuck in gooey gum. Something sparkled by her foot that made her start to hum. A garbage man enduring yet another rotten smell chuckled as he grabbed a scrap before the scooper fell. Then everybody heard a cry, "I've lost my Valentines!" And so it dawned on each of them, perhaps this isn't mine. They hurried up to Mirabelle. "Your cards have made us smile." Thanks for sharing them with us, if only for a while. Mirabelle was happy that she'd brightened up their day. Now she'd made a few new friends. Perhaps she'd be okay. That afternoon at party time, she joined in all the fun. She traded cards with courage, and she beamed when it was done. Skipping home when school let out, she paused atop the hill and realized to her delight, her sack was fuller still. She got a whole bunch of Valentines from her friends. Okay, that is all the books I have for you today, and next Racheal will come up here and talk to you about this week's craft.
Hi friends, I hope you enjoyed the stories and crafts this week that were all about Valentine's Day. Your curbside craft option is a kangaroo kit that says sending you a pocket full of love. So in your kit you will get the outline of the kangaroo, this little foam piece here, and then 2 ear pieces, so they kind of look like eggs. You can put those on the ears, and they're all sticky. They all have sticky backs on them, so you just peel off the back and then it'll stick itself, so you don't need any glue. And then there's a mouthpiece like this with his little smile, so that's how you know it's the mouthpiece, and you can stick that on and then put his nose a little bit on top of it. Then he's got a red bow tie here that you can put on his neck. And then for the pocket, it has on the side, there are some, a sticky piece, you'll peel off the back, and there are 2 sticky sides. So you'll put that on and it creates a little pocket, and then you can put the heart in the pocket. So you could give this to a Valentine or a family member that you want to send lots of love to. And then for your printable craft, we're creating a love bug. So you'll print out your piece of paper that looks like this. You've got the circle for the bug's body, and then 2 rectangles that you can use for his antenna. And I did an accordion fold like we always do for our crafts. I did that, and then I let it, pulled it apart, and it created this texture here. So it just kind of makes it look like it's 3D. And then there are 2 hearts on there. So before I glued anything, I colored it first. But you can use the 2 medium-sized hearts for that you can glue on top of the antennas. And then for the 2 small hearts, you can use those for his eyes. And then the 2 big hearts you can use for the wings. And you just glue those on sideways. So those are your 2 crafts for the week, and I hope you enjoyed the stories about Valentine's Day. Have a good Valentine's Day.